So this effort estimation leads to a proper allocation of all other resources. So this has to be carried out effectively. So the effort estimation models popularly used in industry are COCOMO. Though they have several other models, COCOMO has been a popular model widely accepted by many. So that has been included here. Constructive cost model, as it involves applying formulas. So it is called as parametric productivity model. COCOMO 1 we have seen, and COCOMO 2 is a refined version of COCOMO 1 based on several other perspectives. So COCOMO 1 is using the formula effort is equal to C into size to the power K. So we have seen C and K are constants and size must be given in KDSI. So these are the standard values that are accepted by almost all. A standard value that probably gives a nominal effort estimation. So this we can refer. So using this we have solved one or two problems. One problem and one more I have told to experiment on your own. So that we shall see. So three categories of projects: organic mode, embedded mode, and in between semi-detached mode. Organic mode is for mainly in-house software, purely software oriented. Basically, it is having more flexibility. And embedded mode, tight constraints will be there, costly to develop, involves hardware related interfaces and all. And semi-detached falls in between. And the K value is always greater than 1. When you could see here, for all the three types, K value is greater than 1. So this ensures that larger projects are seen as disproportionately more effort. Like this disproportionation is considered here. Okay. So for that reason, the K value is greater than 1. Like some larger projects may have less complexity. Some smaller projects may have high complexity. So that part is somehow managed by adjusting this K value. It's too slow, my system is okay. Now, please wait. Okay. So we have seen this exercise. So in that organic type, 32,000 lines of source code and cost for per developer is $2,000. This we have seen yesterday. And I made it as embedded. In case of embedded, the results are coming as $480,000 total cost for completing this project. And I made it as organic again as per the question. So in case of organic, the effort driver, the constant value C and K will vary here. Accordingly, if I calculate, it results in 91% months. In case of previous, it is 230% months. Here it is coming as 91% months. So in that case, 10 members are involved to develop the project means approximately 9 months. Or 9 members are involved means approximately 10 months. Likewise. So the total staff cost would be 10 into $2,000 into 9. Then we'll be getting the total estimated cost is around $1,80,000. So we could see the difference between the previous and here. Here $4,80,000 and here it is $1,80,000. Same values, but if it is embedded project, it requires high effort and high cost. And if it is an organic software, organic type software, comparatively very low cost and low effort. So next exercise we have seen is the management information system. If we purchase it off the shelf, it costs around 50,000. And if we develop, if we appoint a developing team and develop on our own, means the estimation would be like it may have 100 KDSI and 2,000 rupees per programmer month. So if we calculate this, we shall derive the direct values for how much, whether it is cost effective to buy or to build on our own. So if we calculate that, the given values are size would be 100 KDSI. Size would be 100 KDSI and salary would be 2,000 rupees. The type of software is organic software. So if we purchase it, it costs only 50,000, but after that we have to do some adjustment according to their own need, because ready-made softwares is developed in a general perspective. According to the organization, they have to tailor it. So that may, we can estimate more than like around 20,000 extra for adjusting it, or even less than that. So if we calculate, if we are developing on our own, the effort KDSI is 100. The size of the software is 100, and we are, if it is, this is a management information system, so we can categorize it as organic type. So the corresponding constant value C and K, 2.4 into 100 to the power 1.05. So we can derive it as 2.4 into 125. So it results in 302% months. 302% months is a very high effort requiring project. And if we assign 10 members, then it requires approximately 30 months. So 10 into 30, 300% months. So if we calculate the staff cost, approximately 10 into 2,000 into 30. So it requires 6 lakhs approximately to develop the project. So we could conclude that it is cost effective to buy the project. So if we buy the project, it is around 50,000 plus 10 or 20,000 extra for adjusting the project. But if we develop by appointing a team, it is costing around 6 lakhs. So you can cross verify these calculations, whether it is correct or not. So our own conclusions we can draw. And which elements of the cost are not included in COCOMO estimation model. So that is your own perspective. What additional factors should be considered while making the decision? So this is mainly based on the type of software. So based on the type of software, we can give our own conclusions here for this question. So this is about COCOMO 1. Now COCOMO 2. COCOMO 2, as I told, it is a refined version of COCOMO 1. considers many other factors also. So they think that generally estimates are required at different stages of software life cycle, meaning that estimation is not done only one time. Initially some estimate, and when the work progress, we'll be doing another, like next level of estimation, next level of estimation. So it will be done at different stages. So based on several studies, they concluded that estimation is required in 3 stages compulsorily. In between, we may do extra according to the requirement of the project. So initially during the composition of the software, application composition, when we are initially making some idea, rough idea about the project. So during that time, one rough estimate should be made, overall effort estimate, so that we can plan how much staff effort is required, how much salary we have to keep ready, likewise, how many resources we have to keep it ready. For that, during the application composition, one-time estimation to be done, and during the early design stage, after all planning, resource allocation, everything is over, one more time, during the design stage, they have to do one estimation. That time, almost the complete requirements of the project has been finalized. So that time, one more estimation. And post architecture, after the design structure, everything is over, and we are about to start writing coding. So during that stage, one more estimation is compulsory. So these 3 categories are required. In these 3 stages, effort estimation has to be done. During the application composition, we don't have a complete idea about the project. Even the size of the software is not yet finalized. So we'll be using different formula for this case. And during early design stage, almost the size of the software is finalized. So different formula is used. And when we are doing estimation at post architecture, similar formula with some adjustments is used. Okay, so COCOMO 2 uses 3 different stages of formulas to calculate the effort. So as I told, so 3-level model, COCOMO 2 is a 3-level model that allows increasingly detailed estimates to be prepared as the software development progresses. So during the early prototyping level, that is application composition, so we don't have the size of the software. So based on the object points, rough object points, so very simple formula is used here. And during the early design stage, almost the size is finalized. Based on the function points, we can calculate the effort. But COCOMO model is exactly using the KDSI value, that is developer source instructions. So it requires lines of code. We can convert this function point to LOC. As I told, we have some nominal calculation, some industry standard values for converting FP to SLOC and SLOC to FP. That is differing according to the language what we are using. So accordingly, we can convert that into LOC and we can apply in the formula. And for post architectural level, again estimates are based on LOC. It is similar to the formula used here, but with little variation. So that we shall see here. So during the application composition, object point count is used, and if we know the function point, that can be applied later. And it is focusing on the physical features than the logical features. Like we are not into the project, the codes and all yet. So how many screen displays required, how many reports are to be taken from the project, likewise. Only the physical features are considered as object points to calculate the effort here. So for this, they are using the formula person months is equal to NOP into 1 minus percentage reuse divided by 100 whole divided by productivity. So person months is effort in person months. NOP is number of object points, that is how many screen displays required, how many reports required, likewise. Those many number of object points. And productivity value we have already seen how to calculate the productivity based on the uh, persons who is going to develop that, the person's productivity. So that can be applied here. Like one person may develop 40 SLOC per day, another person may develop only 20 SLOC per day. So that productivity comes into picture here. So this type of estimation is useful during the initial stages. And during the early design stage, FP count is required and that is to be converted into LOC because COCOMO formula is based on LOC only. And then we can use the formula. This formula is little different than the previous. It uses scale factors and effort multipliers. Yes, this is a formula. The effort in person months is equal to A into size to the power of SF. SF is scale factor here, multiplied by effort multipliers. So how many effort multipliers we are choosing for this project? Those many effort multipliers we can multiply with that. So this A value is a constant. In 2000, in the year 2000, it has been standardized as 2.94 is a nominal value for this constant A based on several researches. Several projects they have taken and applied different values, which value is giving approximately correct value, almost equal value, more accurate. So based on that study, they have finalized 2.94 is a standard value for A. And size we have to give it in KDSI, and scale factor is exponent scale factor. So that should be calculated based on this formula. B plus not 0.01 into summation of exponent driver ratings. So this exponent driver rating is based on several factors about the project. I'll tell you what are all the other, how flexible the project is, how user friendly the project is, likewise. So many exponent driver rating about the project, we have to measure the complexity, and based on that the effort is to be calculated. So for B is also a constant, and as again based on several research, it has been finalized as 0.91. So now this SF is to be calculated based on this formula, and after SF is calculated, that is to be applied here. And what are all the scale factor, how do we fix up these exponent driver ratings for the scale factor calculation and effort multiplier values, that we shall see. So the exponent drivers to calculate the scale factors are precedentness, development flexibility, and risk resolution capacity of the project, team cohesion, how the team members are coordinated. Okay, so that team cohesion and process maturity. So based upon all these factors, the exponent drivers are fixed. So the sample values are already given, that is used in the industry. So for precedentness, it's very low precedentness means we have to use a high value. This is like team cohesion. You could see team cohesion is very high. The team is very cooperative. In that case, that very high. Okay, team cohesiveness is very high. In that case, the scale factor is 0. Simply no effort is not much effort is required. Cohesion is little down, means then some sort of scale factor. So in that way it is used. The team members are not at all cooperative. Each are unique personalities, and they have their own fixed norms, and it is very tough for the project lead or project manager to orient everyone together. Then the scale factor we have to make it as 5.48, nominally high value, because the completion of the project is tough with those type of people. So likewise, all these are fixed. So for our project, the newly coming project, we have to identify for these values whether it is very low or nominal or high or very high, extra high. Based on that, we have to choose the scale factor, and that has to be used in the formula. So in this formula, it has been given as summation of exponent driver rating. So for precedentness, which value? For flexibility, which value? For resolution, which value? Team cohesiveness, which value? All these are to be added together, and that will be multiplied in the formula. So now, during the early design stage, different EMs are used. So in the formula, you could see EMs. EMs are used. These EMs will be product reliability and complexity, required reusability. So if a particular software system requires reusability, like attendance management system we are developing for this institute, and it requires reusability. One time developed for CSE means to be reused for ECE, all other departments. So reusability requirement level is very high. So we can fix up this value. And platform difficulty. So we are going with Python. Platform difficulty is very low means yes, we can choose very low. There is no value, 0 simply. Low means 0.87. So if it is very low, then we can simply use 0 here. Personal capability. Who are going to develop the software? Their capacity. All are experienced people. Experienced people means extra high, 0.5 only. Extra low, all are not experienced. Newly joined people are involved in this project means nominally high value, 2.12. Yeah, personal experience and their capability. Okay, so two different cases. Experience doesn't mean that they are capable. Even the fresher may have full capability. So accordingly, we can distinguish between these two. And facilities available, schedule pressure. Schedule pressure is very low means accordingly the value should be given. So all these values, effort multipliers, we have to choose for these cases. Each of these cases we have to choose one value, and that are to be multiplied here in this formula. Effort multiplier 1, multiplier 2, multiplier 3, likewise. All the multipliers we have to use here. So as this formula is taking care of all aspects of the project, most of the common aspects of the project. So this COCOMO 2 has become a widely popular cost effort estimation model. So in many industries, they are using this. Softwares are also developed. Like all these are to be drop down values. Simply we have to choose and automatically it calculates. So softwares are also there. And in case of third stage, post architecture stage, if we have to estimate the effort means same formula, but only the effort multipliers will be changed. Okay, so these effort multipliers like required software reliability, database size, documentation match to life cycle needs, product complexity, required reusability, execution time constraint, main storage constraint, platform volatility, analyst capabilities, application experience, programmer capabilities, platform experience. So in many perspectives, they are analyzed. They have analyzed and finalized these values. and programming language experience, personal continuity, use of software tools. This personal continuity means whether same person is working on the project from the start. After 2 months, that person relieved from the job and one more person has come in. That person has to take time to understand the full project, then only he can start developing further. So that may increase the effort and increase the schedule and increase the cost. And use of software tools, if it is open source tool, accordingly cost will vary. If it is paid source, licensed source, accordingly the cost will be varying. Like license is available for 1 year and we plan to complete in 1 year, but because of some factors it is going beyond 1 year, means one more time license renewal cost, everything, all most factors are considered here. And multi-site development, whether this project should be developed both for mobile platform and for desktop platform, schedule pressure. So almost all, so all the things that are considered for early design stage will come here. Additionally, a few other factors are also considered here in case of post architecture. So for post architecture also same formula, but only the effort multipliers and the corresponding values will vary. Okay, only that part will vary, this part, EM. So for those effort multipliers, this required software reliability, database size and all, the values are given here. So for the first one, 1.1, for the database size, 1, reusability required, 1, documentation matching with the requirements gathering, that is 1.23 likewise. So for all these, the industry standard values are represented here. Simply we have to finalize our project is of which nature. So accordingly we can choose the values. Only these values are to be finalized. Then simply applying those values in that formula will give us the effort required to develop the project. Okay, so that's all for this COCOMO 2 model. So based on COCOMO 2, if they ask any question, you need to have all these tabular columns. So if these tabular column values are given, then you can apply and calculate the effort using COCOMO 2. Otherwise, simply question cannot be asked. You must have this tabular column references. So to conclude, on completion of this effort estimation chapter, now you will be in a position to recall the significance of estimation, and you will be in a position to list the dangers of unrealistic estimates, either overestimate or underestimate, and you will be in a position to outline various software effort estimation models, and you are able to estimate projects using bottom up and top down approaches, and you can calculate the effort needed to implement software using project metrics, and determine the effort needed to implement software using size measure, how to calculate the size of the project based on Albrecht function point, Mark II function point, or cosmic function point models. And you may be in a position to compute the effort needed to implement softwares using function points, and demonstrate the parametric effort estimation model COCOMO. So I hope you are able to do all these when you have a revision on this. If you have any doubt,